Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Becky Sechre. I hope you're doing well. So as you know, I'm a nurse. I work in the UK and I give tips and advice about anything that you need to know whilst you're working in the UK as a nurse, or anyone actually, and also those of you who are planning to relocate to UK. So in today's video, I'm going to be answering a question that has been asked by one of my subscribers who wants to know how or what is the retirement age in the UK. So if it's something you want to know about, why not watch the video to the end? Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Becky Sechre. I hope you're doing well. So if this is the first time you've come across my channel, you're very welcome. Please remember to like, subscribe and share. I'm a nurse. I work in the UK and I give tips and advice to nurses working in the UK or those who are actually planning to relocate to the UK. So I just tell you anything and everything you need to help you whilst you're working here. So today, as I said in the introduction, I'm answering a question that was asked by one of my subscribers about what the pension age or retirement age is in the UK. So this retirement or pension age has been changing over and over again. In 2018, it was about 65 years for both men and women. Now, actually, it depends on, I believe, when you were born. So it depends on when you were born. You can actually check or calculate when you would be able to take your state pension or retire on the UK government website. So if you just go on there, I'm going to actually add the link so you'll be able to check yourself. So some articles that I've read, so this information actually is based on my own research. I don't work for the Works and Pension Department, but some articles will tell you 66, others will say still 65. Some would say, so when I checked based on my date of birth, it says that I would be due for my state pension when I'm 67 years old. Now, those of us working in the NHS, some of us do pay into the NHS pension, so that is completely different from the state pension. So how do we get this contribute to the state pension? You know, when you arrive in the UK, you are issued, and you've got a job and everything, you're issued a national insurance number. So the contributions that is taken from your salary towards the national insurance is what is a contribution towards your state pension. I'm going to be talking about what the weekly state pension is, and I would also be talking about what benefits are there for pensioners. Anyway, in order to qualify for the state pension, you actually should have contributed or paid national insurance for about 10 years or more. So you should be a contributor in order to benefit from it, or you would have been someone who is unemployed and you were collecting or getting national insurance credits. Another one is that the number of, actually you need to know that the number of qualifying years on your national insurance contribution or record does affect how much state pension you would get at the end of the day. As I said, you can also check your state pension forecast on the UK government website. So that is something you can actually, as I said, I'm going to add that to the description so you'd be able to try it yourself and see. But you need more information in order to check your forecast. As you know, in the UK, although we know that the pension age or retirement age, as I said, could be 66, 65, it's actually going to be increasing to 68. I think in 2028 or 30 or whatever, it's going to be changing to increasing to 68 years. So I think slowly they would want us to carry on working until we are, you know, 70 or when we can't work anymore. But as you know, in the UK, you cannot be asked to retire because you are at the pension or a state pension age. You can carry on working as long as you want, so far as you're healthy, so far as, you know, you can cope in whatever job you have or whatever job you're doing. So far as you're able to do it, why not? And you are alert as well, you're not too tired, you should be able to carry on. So you decide when you want to, but what I'm talking about is when you would qualify to receive the state pension. Anyway, so how much is the basic pension that you can get? Now, it depends on your national insurance record. So as I said, it all depends. So currently in 2022, the basic state pension is £141.85 per week. So about £140 per week. The question is, if you have a mortgage, you haven't finished paying your mortgage by then. So those of you who are going for mortgages and they're giving you 30 years or 35 years or whatever, you have to be careful. You should make sure that you are finishing paying your mortgage before or by the time you start your retirement. Just because if you're earning, maybe it might increase by then, it keeps increasing as well. You need 30 years of national insurance contribution in order to get the full amount. If not, if it is less than 30 years or qualifying years, your basic pension would actually be a little bit less than the £141.85 pounds per week. And the full state pension rate for the new state pension is £185.15 per week. So the basic is £141.85 per week. The full rate of the new state pension is £185.15 per week. I was reading another information which says it was quoting £195 per week. I'm not too sure, but as I said, you can check on the internet yourself. So some pensioners may actually be eligible or for over 60. So when you get pension, there's a little bit of some benefits that come with it. So part of it is possibly you might qualify if you're 60 plus or you are pension age. You may get pension credit, you may get some housing benefits, you may get council tax reduction, you may get winter fuel payout. You could get cold weather payment. I didn't know about that. Some of these I didn't know. You could get, I think you will get free prescription as well. You could get free eye test as well, and then free dental treatment as well. Apart from that, over 60s actually also could get free bus pass. So if they want to travel, they have their card bus pass they can take with them, and they may have either credits on that, which means that they are not paying the amount that me and you would have to be paying. Sometimes they can get free ones and they travel for free. Some areas actually, Scotland and Wales, I believe, they actually travel on the train for free. London, I think they have over 60s Oyster card as well. So, you know, there are a few things in the system to help pensioners to be able to, because their salaries or their pension incomes are quite low. So that's what happened. But most often there's usually eligibility criteria to meet, so it's important. Don't say I've said that so I'm going to apply. You need to check whether you are eligible at all. Some actually also get insulation and heating scheme benefits as well. There are also some specific benefits for armed forces, you know, pensioners as well. But I think it is very important to make sure when you come to the UK as an overseas nurse, or you're planning to come, you have to strategize, you have to think about the future, because the state pension in the UK is not, you know, it's okay as compared to, it's better than what you would get when you're back home. But at the same time, when you come here, because cost of living and everything is high and it's expensive, make sure you strategize, make sure you put something on the side yourself. It is very important to think about that. And also, if you're working for the NHS, I know It's a lot of money we are paying towards our pension. Our employers actually also contribute about 14 point something percent into your pension. So it's a good thing. So if you're working for the NHS, I think if you can afford it, because I was reading something recently and they said some nurses actually are withdrawing from the NHS pension because of the high cost of living, because it's a lot of money, you know, you are paying from your salary, but at the same time it is for your future as well. If it is you're not working in the NHS, you can do your own private, you know, pension. Check out on what sort of pensions are out there, because when you retire it is difficult. In the UK as well, if you have to go in a care home, God forbid you have to go to care home, you may end up, you know, having to sell your house in order to pay for your care. And so it is difficult unless you decide to go back home then, and you're getting your pension being paid to you whilst you're home. That is different. So coming back, I'm going to talk about my own I'm giving an example of my own personal contribution. So because I work in the NHS, so my national insurance contribution alone each month based on my salary is £432.83 per month. That is my national insurance contribution. Tax is completely different. I'll just briefly tell you about my tax. So the tax is £646 per month, and then my NHS pension actually is £366.21. So that's how much I pay out. So the national insurance covers a lot of things, but part of it go towards our pension. Or based on my salary, I pay 9.3% of my pensionable salary into my NHS pension. So each month that is I'm paying £366.21 a month towards my NHS pension. So let's say I'm contributing this for 20 years or the next 10 years in addition to what I've already contributed, or you know, it's a good investment, I would say. You look at it today, you think, that money I could, you know, you use it right now, but it depends on the individuals. People are in very difficult situation, and if that is what would help, why not? But if you can hang in there, I think it's a good thing to carry on. If you're already in the NHS pension, I did a mistake when I came. I decided to take out, I contributed a bit, I think a year and a half or so. I took my money. I said I wouldn't be staying here too long, so there's no point. And then I decided, I collected the money 2004, early part of 2005. Here I am still here. So by the time I got to 2009, I decided that, you know what, it's better to start. So I restarted in 2009, and I've got another, let's say if I like, I can work for another 9 years. And when I'm 60 years old, I would like to possibly retire, take my NHS pension. But as you know, I cannot access my state pension until 67 years old, so I would have to maybe do something else for the next 7 years before I could get my state pension. So that is how it works. So for you who want to know how old you would be before you can retire in the UK, or when you can get your state pension, currently 66 for some, 65 for some, but it's going to be, myself when I checked, mine is going to be 67. As the years go by, I think by 2028, I saw something like that. It's going to be going up to 68 years old. And you never know, it might end up in 70 before we can get our state pension. Anyway, I hope this video has been helpful. Before I get there, actually, I had a letter from our workplace regarding our NHS pensions, and there's a new change. There's going to be an increment in what we pay. So for people who are earning, let's say nurses earning about 27,000, so it's, yeah, starting salary for nurses now is about 27,000 and something. You would be paying about, I think you would be paying about 7.7% of your salary. In the future, it says it would be increasing to 8.3% for nurses who are earning over 43,000 up to 49,000. They're going to be paying 10%, and in future it's going to go to 10.7%. And people who are earning higher, it goes up and up and up. So anyway, I hope this video has been helpful, and remember, don't keep it to yourself. Share, like, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you again very soon with another exciting video. Anyway, take care of yourselves, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.